All right. Hello, third grade families. I'm pre-recording this video. If you had seen our TK through 2 reopening, this is very similar to it, but I wanted to make one specific for third grade families that maybe had some questions about what the return on December 7th would look like. So welcome. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I promise it will be quick and it will hopefully answer any questions that you may have. As always, feel free to reach out to me if there's something that I don't cover through this. But I look forward to sharing our reopening plan with you. Okay. We're so excited for another group of our Lions to come back, our third graders. Our TK through second have been here, and it has just been so wonderful greeting them in the morning and in the afternoon for the AM PM cohorts, getting to see them in class. Everyone has been following all of the rules and safety precautions that we have in place, which we'll go over in here. It's just been absolutely wonderful. So a little bit that we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about our what we've done to prepare to return to campus, our drop-off and pickup procedures, and what supports we have for students in place. Mr. Ruelas and Mr. Wright have done a phenomenal job preparing our campus. They clean the rooms midday, they clean the rooms in the morning, they clean the rooms after school. Our campus supervisors have also been helping clean high-touch surfaces. We'll go over that later in the presentation, but huge shout out to these two for helping make our campus safe and beautiful. So I put it in my email yesterday to you guys, but on Friday, if you'd like to walk to our campus and walk through our campus, find out where your child's classroom is. Most of them know, but in case they don't, please feel free to. This will be on Friday from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. We will have a campus supervisor at the front of the school taking everyone's temperature. Please don't walk through back of campus. Back of campus is closed now. So if you walked to school previously and you're used to coming through the back, we just ask that you walk all the way around. It's great practice for when you come back to campus on December 7th. We will go over our drop-off and pickup procedures. So as you can see, we have blue and white dots all over campus. It kind of looks like White Oak has chickenpox right now, but it goes with our White Oak Lion colors. Right at the bottom right, you will see our courtyard. It does have dots. They are pickup areas for each teacher. So there's blue, then white, then blue, then white, helping it make it simple for classes to know where they're supposed to stand when their teachers walk them out. And they're 6 feet apart. And then we have blue dots lined up down to the NPR ramp as well. Sorry, back up to just drop off and pickup procedures. When you drop off in the morning, you'll either take the NPR loop or the kindergarten loop. Older siblings may go with younger siblings. So if you have a third grader that has a kindergarten sibling, you may drop, or a TK sibling, you may drop off in the kinder loop. We know that the older ones can often help the little ones get out of the car and get to their class. We also offer the NPR loop for first through third graders. We ask that you utilize that. And then walkers may walk to the front of the school as well. Every morning or afternoon, AM, PM, we will ask that you fill out a health screening form. Once you come up, you'll show us that you've answered this. There'll be a little green check mark next to the student's name telling us and the date telling us that you filled it out. So on your Parent Square app or in the Parent Square website, you can submit this daily health screening, and we do need it every single day. And these are just the questions that it will ask you. And as you can see that little blue check mark there, it's now green. That just tells us that you filled it out. So once again, as I said in the TK through second reopening, we want to approach this reopening as a whole community. You know, White Oak is the community feel school. I see everyone, you know, around here and gathering together, and it's so wonderful, but we want to make sure that if our children are sick, that we keep them home. So please take your child's temperature each morning, do the health screening on Parent Square, and if they're not feeling well, keep them home. I shared this earlier, I'll share it again. You know, my daughter, 2 months ago. She had a low-grade fever, was super nervous, just turned out to be roseola, thank goodness. But I stayed home with her. I kept my son home for 2 days just until we were sure that it wasn't anything that she could pass to anybody. Her fever broke, 24 hours, we were good to go. If your child is sick at school, please, we need you to know that we will need them to be picked up immediately. Some of you may be back at work or at work and have been at work. So please have a backup plan if you're not able to get here immediately. If someone else, so you can come up with your phone with the Parent Square app, and you'll be able just to show us on there that you filled out the form. If someone else is taking your child to school that day, it's grandma, it's mom or dad, someone else filled it out, please just make sure that you screenshot it and send it to the person taking them so that we know that it's been filled out. If you don't complete the screening prior to arrival, you'll be asked to loop around, park on the street and complete the screening, and then you'll be able to loop back in. This is just to keep our procedures going. We have done, our TK through second graders have done a phenomenal job. Everyone's got the drill down now. We take the temp, they show us the screen, and then they go. And we know this is a learning experience. So if you need help or something's not working, please don't hesitate to ask. Anyone that you see out front helping you would be more than happy to. Something that we've noticed with Parent Square is you want to make sure that the app is updated. Oftentimes that's the one thing that stops people from being able to fill out the form if they haven't updated their app. Again, here are the drop-off areas. So TK Kinder, as I said, Kinder Loop, first through third, NPR Loop. Older siblings, again, may be dropped off with younger siblings. Walkers. So this I forgot to cover in TK through second grade, but I was able to answer through emails. Walkers, please come to the front of the school. You'll walk up the steps. There are 6 feet dots that we'll be able to do. It's either myself and a campus supervisor that will be there to greet you in the for the AM or PM cohort. And this just has been such a great process. Everyone has maintained social distance and we get through it really quickly. So thank you to everyone who's done that. Same thing. Students are allowed to ride their bikes or scooters. You'll need to come with them though, because we do need to see that Parent Square app. Please make sure the students wear a mask or a face covering at all times, which must cover the nose and mouth. It is removed for eating a snack at school. And they will stand on the dots 6 feet apart, as I said. Unfortunately, parents are not allowed on campus. Now, if you have to drop something off, pick something up in the office, that's fine. We do ask that you wait till our arrival window closes. We do utilize all our manpower here. So our office will be closed during arrival and dismissal. It's about a 15-minute window, usually about 7 minutes right now for pickup, but we definitely need all of our staff available helping with arrival and dismissal. So we thank you for that in advance. Again, students will have their temperatures taken in the car prior to exiting. We know that it's getting colder, so sometimes you may want to turn the heat down so that students have a chance to cool off before coming onto campus. They'll walk to their class on their own to meet their teachers. Now, if you're walking, we have helped our TK through kinders. If they were walkers, there's somebody in the courtyard helping them. There will always be somebody in the courtyard. So if you have a brand new third grader to our school, welcome. We're so excited to have you. There will be someone in the courtyard helping assist your child to their class that day. Again, bell schedule, our start time for cohort A is arrival is between 8 and 8:15. Classes start exactly at 8:15. That's when our bells ring. But from 8 to 8:15, they'll be doing morning work, being greeted by their teachers. Doors are open and teachers are in their classrooms at 8 o'clock. And then cohort B is 12:10 to 12:50. Again, start time is at 12:25. And I just wanted to show you an example of some of the classrooms that we have set up. Our third graders are all set up as well. Desks are 6 feet apart. Each student has their own basket of supplies or crate of supplies and crate that they can put their supplies in. Some teachers have backpacks outside, some have backpacks inside. Our third graders will be bringing their laptops, so they will be able to put their laptops in the crate as well. Just different setups here. We've been so excited to have them back. It's worked out amazingly. Each classroom has their own setup and each classroom flows beautifully. Outdoors, we have playgrounds that are zoned off. You can see the blue line around the swing set and the Foursquare. So each day your child will be able to play in a different zone. The teachers all have schedules of what zone that the students are allowed to play with. We are very lucky. We do have a very large playground and play areas. So students are able to play in very large zones and play multiple games. They have bags of equipment that they are allowed to utilize during their cohort time. Basketballs, handballs, footballs, cones, jump ropes. I think some other things are in there too, but just a lot of great stuff for the students to play with, which has been great. And they really enjoy it. They are maintaining distance during the time and getting to play within their cohort, which is amazing. And as you can see down there, we do have our water filling stations. Please send your child with a water bottle to school. If for some reason they forget it, no worries. We have little plastic cups that we'll give them to go fill up should they get thirsty. Classroom procedures. So as students enter the classroom, they will be sanitizing their hands as they enter and exit each time. It's just practice now that we've gotten into. Desks, as I said, are arranged 6 feet apart and will maintain distancing at all times. Starting off, the third grade teachers will be teaching the rules and protocols. You'd be amazed. Our TK through kinders got it within, I think, a day or two. So I have no doubt that our third graders will get it as well. And as I said before, students will have a movement break. That's where their playground zone is at. And that's when they can also eat their snack, should they choose to bring one. There will be no shared items during the school day. Dependent upon what your teachers want, they will either send supplies home or the students will keep it here. As we said, we have a crate for each student, so they'll be able to keep them here. Please send your students with whatever supplies that the teacher has asked you to send them with, and a water bottle and snack. Backpacks are fine. We have many students that have them. And as I said, drinking fountains are closed, but we do have the water filling stations, so those water bottles are essential. It's really important that during dismissal time, students are picked up on schedule. So it ends at 10:40 for our AM cohort and at 2:50 for our PM cohort. And again, this is where you'll be picking up TK kindergarten loop, first through third MPR loop, and walkers in the front of the school. I will be sending out today, along with this, a survey asking where you plan to pick up, just because we can gather. If you have a third grader that's going with a kindergartner, we'll make sure they go to the kindergarten loop. If you have a walker, I gather all the walkers at the end of the day and I walk them to the front. They all stand on their blue dots. I have them wait till they see their adult and then wave them off. If you're driving through pickup, fantastic. We just ask that you please have the last name of your student, their teacher, and their grade level, either on that passenger window or on the front dashboard. It makes it so much easier. We have walkie-talkies down there and we call students by last name and teacher, and they send them on down to the MPR loop, and then same thing with kinder. In between cohorts, all our classrooms are thoroughly cleaned, all our restrooms are thoroughly cleaned, and the campus will always be cleaned before arrival of any cohort. On a note, between restrooms, we do have campus supervisors monitoring restrooms at all time. There is only one student allowed in a restroom at a time, and after that student leaves, the high-touch surfaces are sanitized and cleaned. Thanks to our campus supervisors. And then last but not least, a couple final notes. Obviously, we can't have visitors on campus. We've spent months and months and months preparing for this. And I have to tell you, we've had students on our campus since the beginning of October. I believe it's October 5th. It's been awesome and it's worked and everyone has followed procedures. And I'm just so thrilled with our students, so happy with our staff that everyone has helped maintain our campus to be a safe place. Can't wait to see our third grade students. And if it's needed, please, our site counselors are available for any and all support at Community 360. So please check that out. And if you have any questions at all, please let us know. We can't wait to see you Monday. Go Lions. I look forward to seeing all those happy faces. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And again, don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Bye, guys.